Hello viewers, my friend Nargis has asked me to share a bit of my experiences working with IT industry. So here I am today. I am Saurabh Mishra. I have been working in IT since last 8 years, and currently I am working for a company called EPAM. It's an European based company which works on product and services. And prior to working with EPAM, I worked for companies like TCS, Hexagon, Mphasis. So let me just start off by sharing my experiences, like how I joined the IT company. It was back in 2011 when I was in the final year of my engineering when a company called Mphasis visited Bhopal for the off-campus drive. The placement evaluation touched key areas like object-oriented programming, data structures, logical reasoning, aptitude. So I appeared in this placement drive and got through. During that time, the economy was not that good as it just got recovered from the Great Depression of 2007 and 2008, and most of the joinings they were either getting deferred or delayed, and unfortunately my joining with EPAM also got delayed a bit. So I joined as a trainee engineering graduate with this company in the city of Mangalore, and there all the trainees they were segregated into the different streams. Those streams were .NET, Java, data warehouse, mainframes, database, Oracle, PeopleSoft. So I was a part of the .NET stream, and I went through the .NET training for around 3 months. Trust me, when I joined this company, I was not that good in coding. And at that time, I didn't knew how to debug the code in Visual Studio. I didn't knew how to compile the code. I didn't knew how to write the code fluently. But the initial first few months were pretty challenging, wherein I focused more on my learning. So after I completed my training, I moved to Bangalore. That's when I got my first project, and that was a relocation from Mangalore to Bangalore. So as a fresher, when I joined the team, I could see that there were many other team members who were senior to me, and there were developers, there were testers, there was a technical lead, there was a project manager, there was a delivery manager. Being new to the team, I it was new, and but I focused on my learning. And first few days, as I said, were pretty challenging. So the objective for the team was to build a Windows application. Windows applications are also known as the desktop applications that can be installed on the end user's machine. And this application was built on technologies like C Sharp, .NET, WinForms, WPF, and XML. So my role as a developer was to work on the enhancements and the bug fixes, troubleshooting the bugs. So, as I said, I continued my learning and used to do the hard work in order to achieve the work items that were assigned to me by my teammates. And slowly I kept on learning, and later it was around 3.5 years I worked into this company called Mphasis. And when I joined this first company, the CTC was pretty low. It was around 3 LPA per annum. And the time I was leaving the company 3.5 years after, my salary got normalized, but still it was not that sufficient to maintain a living in Bangalore. So I realized that I should focus on my learning and should upskill myself, and that's when I started learning more on the web application development also, considering I already knew the Windows application development. I appeared into the opportunities from many companies. I uploaded my profile on the Naukri.com and I started getting some good interview calls from different companies. So when I used to appear initially, I used to fail in the interviews because I didn't used to know how to respond to the questions to the interview, being a lateral candidate in the IT. But again, as I said, uh, that failure led me to learn, and that's where I prepared myself to appear into interviews being a lateral candidate in the IT industry. And I must remember that I failed in around the first 10 interviews when I was looking for my first switch from my first company. And then it was the 11th interview which I passed. And then I started receiving offers from Infosys, Wipro, and those were the service-based companies. And I also got offer from product-based companies like Hexagon. So, being working in my first company, when I had offers from the other companies, I made a switch and I moved from this first company to the second company. And when I moved to the second company, Hexagon, it was based in Hyderabad. And that was pretty new experience because Hexagon was a product-based company, and product-based companies focus more on the quality than on the quantity. Here, I learned some more new technologies, technology specific to the web application development, and I focused more on the key areas like the design patterns, the data structures, the algorithm designing. So I worked into my second company for close to 1 year, and then I realized that I should further upskill myself and I should make a move to make a jump in my career ladder. And then I moved from Hexagon to TCS. In TCS, I joined at the role of technical lead, wherein I was managing a portfolio of around 8 team members, and I was reporting to the project manager, and where the project manager was reporting to the delivery manager. So in TCS, I got exposure working on Windows, web, and then the cloud-based applications also. So the web-based application where I work, they were focusing on the technologies like ASP.NET, MVC, React, Angular, JavaScript, and the cloud-based applications, they were focusing more on the Azure. And even in some areas, AWS is also being prominently used in IT industries for the cloud-based applications. So that's how I made my profile from just the desktop application developer to a full stack application developer. When I say full stack application developer, I mean to say that a developer who is capable of building the Windows application or the web application or the cloud application, they are the full stack applications developer. So I served TCS for around 2.5 years, and then I further realized that I should make a move to further make a jump into my career ladder and to make a good proportion of compensation. Then I moved from TCS to this European based company called EPAM. So I must say that in a typical day of a developer includes familiarity to coding. So the developer should have a good understanding on concepts like object-oriented programming, data structures, algorithms. If a developer belongs to the .NET stream, then they should have knowledge on technologies which I have mentioned for Windows, web, or cloud-based applications. If they belong to the Java stream, they should have understanding on the Java, basic and advanced, and many other technologies which belong to the Java stack. But trust me, it's not that challenging to learn, because most of the professionals in IT, they also follow YouTube as the source of their learning, and it's the YouTube that helps them to upskill themselves. There are a lot of good tutorials available on YouTube that will let you know, that will let you understand the technology right from basics to advanced level. Those videos, they will also help you to work on your project. There are many tutorials available that can help you understand how you can build an application right from scratch till end to end. So that's another advantage. And currently in this company, EPAM, where I am working, my role is more specific to architecting the applications. And though I am an individual contributor here as a senior developer, but I play a major role here in designing uh, and the development of applications, being a senior member of the team. And I must say that for any individual who's looking forward to start a career in IT industry, they should have a learning habit. They can learn 2 to 3 hours on a daily basis from YouTube and can prepare their notes. On the other hand, they should also focus on improving the communication skills, because communication is something which is pretty important for IT professionals, as the IT professionals have to focus on communicating with their customers who belong to the different geographies like Asia Pacific region, Europe, America, etc. So my advice to all the new joiners is just keep learning, and it's the learning that can help you to go through and can get you through the IT companies. And once you get in, rest is all the history, and you can write your own story. So wish you all the best and happy learning. In case if you wish to ask any query, then I would forward my LinkedIn link, profile link to Nargis, and he will post it on this channel. Thank you so much. Happy learning once again. Wish you all the best. Thank you.